You see Marty Fake Newsman's ugly smug? I'm gonna bounce it off the canvas and I'm gonna kick it into the third row. And maybe one of you lucky virgins will be able to catch it and take it home with you. Honestly, he's a little shrimp. I'd throw him on the barbecue and that would be that, you know, just like they do down under, mate. Dana White made him sign that contract and that'll be the last contract he signs because he's gonna be drinking smoothies through a straw after December 14th. Marty Juiceman and Ali Abdelaziz are trying to find any excuse, any way out to not fight me and see me in the octagon again. Street Judas Masvidal knows who his daddy is. You know, I'm still mad that last Father's Day he didn't give me a shout out because I am Jorge Masvidal's daddy. You know, it makes sense that Edward Scissorhands, you know, Leon Edwards wants to fight Nate Diaz, another loser, an unranked guy, another guy that he's beating that has nothing. You know? Just send me in there for the MMA community to end this little YouTuber, little Disney star. I will smack the pubes off the chin of Jake Paul. He's an amateur. He's a scrub. He's not a real fighter. Oh, but he says mean things. Kick him out of the gym. If you got complaints, direct them to the head of the complaint department, me at Colby Covington Incorporated. All that you've been talking in the media, oh, I can't fight him. He's my teammate. Guess what, I ain't your teammate no more. I'm just your daddy, Jorge, I'm coming for you, motherfucker.
Marty, you can still pull out. It's not too late for you to pull out now. You're already a coward. The world knows you're a coward, so show up, get your ass whooped, embarrass in front of the whole world, back out, be a coward, but at least still have your pride. American Steel, Twisted Sex Appeal, baby. Let's go!
The stuff I say is truth, and if people have feelings, you know, this isn't the feelings championships, this is the fighting championships, so whatever I gotta do to sell a fight is what I gotta do. Yeah, you know, my great suit maker, Luigi Girardi out of Miami, made me this green suit for money, because, you know, that's all I'm bringing in for this company these days and myself. He didn't want to fight no more, plain and simple. He just didn't want to get knocked out unconscious, so he took the easy way out, you know, I don't blame him. You know, he's a spineless coward, just like LeBron James.
Hey, show me that energy! Show me that energy! Let's see that energy! You ain't got no energy! Sit down, kid, and stop identifying as Wonder Boy. You're not a boy, you're a 40-year-old man, and you drive kids around in your little karate truck. I want people to hate me. That's a business model. No one cares about you. You're boring, man. People would rather watch flies fuck than watch you fight. You know, I don't speak midget, so I can't really speak midget and communicate with them clearly. But, you know, low T City Ortega, you know, and we know what low T stands for, low testosterone.
That's a nice looking suit.
Which ones? The bed sheets that his mom dressed him up before the press conference?
Stop.
Tyrone Tyquill Woodley, you know, he's best known for putting the fans to sleep. He doesn't put his opponents to sleep anymore. You know, the only thing he's doing to his opponents is hurting their eardrums with his whack-ass rap album.
Everybody knows I'm the greatest of all time. GSP's a bum. He's in Canada eating poutine. I'm in America eating poutine.
I am Tyrone Woodley's father. I'm his legal guardian, so, you know, I haven't signed off and given his permission to fight that little YouTube kid, the kid with the little pubes on his face, Snake Paul. And let's be honest, this is only a big fight because I made it a big fight. I could care less about this fight. The only reason I'm taking this fight is because Dan Lambert wants this fight. I'm Dan Lambert's professional hitman. And it makes sense that he's going to fight Nate Diaz because they both got marbles in their mouth when they talk all the time. So it's just going to be a bunch of mumbling on the press conference. There's a reason why I'm not fighting this weekend. You might want to ask this guy. He pissed hot. He couldn't pass a piss test. He's wearing some hat that says whatever it said, make racist fade again, you know, but the only person that's catching a fade is Tyrone Woodley on Saturday night. You know, the truth is Jorge Masvidal is a piece of shit father. He's a piece of shit fighter, and I hope I get to expose him in front of the whole world soon.
I think Marty Fake Newsman needs to rehash his friendship with Rashad Evans, because after I break that bitch on Saturday night, he's going to need to sleep on his couch.
Nate Diaz is on that soy boy diet in California. He knows who the king of the West Coast is. I'm a kid from Oregon, a small town in Oregon, living the American dream, so he doesn't want to mess with me.
Well, Michael Chandler was from Bellator, just made his UFC debut, beat Dan Hooker.
I heard about that hooker before. Is she still a hooker? It doesn't matter if they put Hulk in the cage or Superman this weekend, no one's going to beat me. You know, I'm going to keep exposing these frauds, and I'm going to let the MMA world and the people know that, you know, yeah, you can act like a good guy on camera, but I know the real you. You're a piece of shit, Dustin. Fucking coward. Your wife's a hoe, and she has fake tits on her chest, and you're a piece of shit father.
A lot of the stuff I say is truth, and if people have feelings, you know, this isn't the feelings championships, this is the fighting championships, so whatever I gotta do to sell a fight is what I gotta do. Hey, show me that energy! Show me that energy!
energy. Let's see that energy. You ain't got no energy.
Sit down, kid, and stop identifying as Wonder Boy. You're not a boy, you're a 40-year-old man, and you drive kids around in your little karate truck.
I want people to hate me. That's a business model. No one cares about you. You're boring, man. People would rather watch flies fuck than watch you fight.
You know, I don't speak midget, so I can't really speak midget and communicate with them clearly, but, you know, low T City Ortega, you know, and we know what low T stands for, low testosterone.
Tuxedos that he's been wearing, those are sweet, right? You have to admit, like that's a nice looking suit.
Which ones? The bed sheets that his mom dressed him up before the press conference?
Stop.
Sweet bed sheets. Dude, what happened to your hair, man?
And what makes fighting in this city so great is they've had to put up with so much with Governor Nipple Rings and that clown chew Mayor de Blasio. I'm putting on a show for you all you Saturday night. That's why I'm the people's champ. I love you all, filthy animals.
Honestly, he's a little shrimp. I'd throw him on the barbecue, and that would be that, you know, just like they do down under, mate.
Tyrone Tyquill Woodley, you know, he's best known for putting the fans to sleep. He doesn't put his opponents to sleep anymore. You know, the only thing he's doing to his opponents is hurting their eardrums with his whack-ass rap album.
Everybody knows I'm the greatest of all time. GSP's a bum. He's in Canada eating poutine. I'm in America eating poutine.
I heard that it really hurt Dustin's feelings that his wife Jolie was sliding into Connor's DMs. But let's not let him think about where she's sliding right now, because she slid in my drawers. Don't believe me? See for yourself. Say hello, Jolie.
Use promo code Colby at MyBookie.
You heard the lady. Get those bets in.
You know, the truth is Jorge Masvidal is a piece of shit father. He's a piece of shit fighter, and I hope I get to expose him in front of the whole world soon. I am Tyrone Woodley's father. I'm his legal guardian, so, you know, I haven't signed off and given his permission to fight that little YouTube kid, the kid with the little pubes on his face, Snake Paul. And it makes sense that he's going to fight Nate Diaz because they both got marbles in their mouth when they talk all the time. So it's just going to be a bunch of mumbling on the press conference.
There's a reason why I'm not fighting this weekend. You might want to ask this guy. He pissed hot. He couldn't pass a piss test.
He's wearing some hat that says whatever it said, make racist fade again, you know, but the only person that's catching a fade is Tyrone Woodley on Saturday night.
You see Marty Fake Newsman's ugly smug? I'm going to bounce it off the canvas, and I'm going to kick it into the third row, and maybe one of you lucky virgins will be able to catch it and take it home with you.
I think Marty Fake Newsman needs to rehash his friendship with Rashad Evans, because after I break that bitch on Saturday night, he's going to need to sleep on his couch. Nate Diaz is on that soy boy diet in California. He knows who the king of the West Coast is. I'm a kid from Oregon, a small town in Oregon, living the American dream, so he doesn't want to mess with me.
Well, Michael Chandler was from Bellator, just made his UFC debut, beat Dan Hooker.
I heard about that hooker before. Is she still a hooker? It doesn't matter if they put Hulk in the cage or Superman this weekend, no one's going to beat me. You know, I'm going to keep exposing these frauds, and I'm going to let the MMA world and the people know that, you know, yeah, you can act like a good guy on camera, but I know the real you. You're a piece of shit, Dustin.
You know, he's talking about us being 20 miles apart. We're 20 miles apart in the rankings and 20 miles apart in skill level. I mean, the guy's JV in everything he does. Dana White made him sign that contract, and that'll be the last contract he signs because he's gonna be drinking smoothies through a straw after December 14th.
Will you agree?
Yo, one sec.
Will you agree right now?
Yo, one sec. You look like a bottle of Pepto-Bismol. And it makes sense, because you got diarrhea at the mouth, son! Get out of my arena! Get out!
If you were to lose this fight,
get this clown out of the building!
if you were to lose this fight, do you agree right now to allow an independent medical team to look at your x-rays from 2019 to determine once and for all whether or not that man broke your face?
Yo, where'd you get your suit from? JC
Do you agree, yes or no?
I came here on a
Do
G5.
you agree, yes or no?
This chain costs more than your house,
Your
son.
suit looks
This
like an
chain costs more than
airbrush
your
license
fucking house.
plate
Get this clown
from
out of the
Myrtle
building.
Beach.
Get this clown out of here, man.
Why are
It's
you
like a
ducking
bottle
the
of
question?
Pepto-Bismol. Diarrhea of the
Why are
fucking
you ducking the
mouth.
question?
Diarrhea of the mouth. Get this
Answer
guy
the
out.
question.
Marty Juiceman and Ali Abdullah Sleaze are trying to find any excuse, any way out to not fight me and see me in the octagon again.
Michael Chandler versus Charles Oliveira. How do you see that one playing out?
Who?
Michael Chandler versus Charles Oliveira.
Who's that? I never heard of them. They fight? They fight in the UFC? Street Judas Masvidal knows who his daddy is. You know, I'm still mad that last Father's Day he didn't give me a shout out because I am Jorge Masvidal's daddy. Special because not a lot of people get to take a nap in the octagon, and this goes to Street Judas, the fragile guy, Jorge Masvidal. You're welcome, Street Judas. You got the nap award. Has he even woke up yet, still, Schmo, or is he still like in another dimension?
You know, it makes sense that Edward Scissorhands, you know, Leon Edwards, wants to fight Nate Diaz, another loser, an unranked guy, another guy that he's beating that has nothing, you know.
Just send me in there for the MMA community to end this little YouTuber, little Disney star. I will smack the pubes off the chin of Jake Paul. He's an amateur. He's a scrub. He's not a real fighter. Oh, but he says mean things. Kick him out of the gym. If you got complaints, direct them to the head of the complaint department, me at Colby Covington Incorporated. All that you've been talking in the media, oh, I can't fight him, he's my teammate. Guess what, I ain't your teammate no more. I'm just your daddy, Jorge, I'm coming for you, motherfucker.
Marty, you can still pull out. It's not too late for you to pull out now. You're already a coward. The world knows you're a coward, so show up, get your ass whooped, embarrass in front of the whole world, back out, be a coward, but at least still have your pride. American Steel, twist the sex appeal, baby. Let's go.
It's a possibility tonight.
Let's do it tonight. Let's do it right now. Let's go right now. Let's go right now. You suck, bro. Let's do it right now.
Look at that. Look at that.
You suck. Who's he fighting?
Gilbert Burns,
Who's that?
the top contender.
I'm pretty sure I'm the top contender. Nobody just finished Tyron Woodley like I just did.
He doesn't want to fight, man. He wants to fight lightweights. You know, he probably wants a trilogy with Masvidal. You know, last time it was 6 days. Now it was 6 weeks. Now he probably wants to give Masvidal 6 months.
Against the most dangerous guy in the division, Robbie Lawler, and you said you saw what I did on his face. I landed a strikes record on his face, and that's a guy I liked. Wait till you see what I do to this clown. Are you guys talking about Marty's hair? He's got 30% of his hairline left. Isn't that disgusting?
Let's be honest there. I got a call from the President of the United States of America after the fight. What has Marty Fake Newsman ever got a call from? The chief tribe of Nigeria with smoke signals? You know, it's pretty pathetic. You know, she's definitely not going to go for a guy that doesn't have any hair and lost his hairline from doing too much steroids. So, Marty, you're not going to get her, so just stop. So, you know, the TAP trophy goes to Dustin Saurier, Louisiana Swamp Trash. Congratulations, Dustin. You tapped. I mean, there was a lot of great taps this year, but the way you quit and put your head on the mat and got tapped out like a little bitch that you are, that was amazing. Dude, you got little pubes on your hair. If you want to learn to grow a real beard like a real man over here, just come talk to the king of chaos, America's champ, Donald Trump's favorite fighter. I mean, look at this. Twisted Steel and American sex appeal, baby. I mean, like, what do you want me to say? Dustin's a prick. He's a piece of shit, and I'm sick of this fake nice guy act that he's such this nice guy and he's all about charity when we know his charity is just a tax write-off. Dustin got up in his feelings. He started crying, you know, like the little Kleenex winner he is, you know, because every time after he has a fight, you see he has a Kleenex and he's crying, oh, I didn't accomplish my dreams. 25 minutes paid in full. I deserve this. I'm Louisiana Swamp Trash. So, you know, that's what it all stems from. And
no one cares about him. The only reason he's relevant is because he attaches his name to mine. December 14th, only on pay-per-view. I'm detaching this little clown from my coattails.
Gilbert Burns, I think he tweeted something about pillow hands.
Who's that?
Top contender in the welterweight division.
Never heard of him.
He's fighting Usman for the title.
Never heard of him. They brought some guy off the street to fight Usman for the title? Man, that's bizarre.
Volkanovski, he has no reason to talk either. You know, that guy's, you know, worthless to society, man. I mean, honestly, he's a little shrimp. I'd throw him on the barbecue, and that would be that. You said his name backwards. You said it wrong. It's Ben Ass Cream. That's the 37-year-old Napoleon Dynamite-looking virgin. That's the one who used science and test tubes these days to get kids, because he's a virgin still.
First of all, can you even read?
I went to D1 scrub, you went to D2. Good joke. Not.
You're a loser. No one gives a about you. Everybody came to see me, so shut your mouth and listen to the champ. I'm not really worried about anything Tyron does. The only thing that I'm going to be worried about is if he tries to rap in that octagon. A lot of mamacitas, a lot of cardio being worked on. You know, I'm always in training, so I got to keep getting better. I got to get back to the bedroom cardio and get ready for my next fight. There's no right or wrong of what he wants to do, but he knows he doesn't want to fight me, and
nobody knows. Dana said it over and over again. I don't know how many times the dorks over in the MMA media need to be explained. I'm next for the world title fight. So they weren't fighting for anything last night. The only person that profited and won last night, guys, was Ali Abdelaziz. You know, if anything, you know, like, you know, they're trying to just get rid of that racist, remember the racist, you know, Bilal Muhammad. title fight. So the fact that Leon robbed him of that, like now I can see why nobody likes him over there and no one likes him, period. So I've been turning down my fights. Or guys have been being unprofessional. That dog-faced motherfucker, cum shot. He
what do you make of this Dagestani takeover in wrestling right now? You're a wrestler. What do you think of, all the success that like Islam and some of these other guys have had?
It's been right time, right place. They've been able to fight guys that didn't have wrestling backgrounds. If they fought a guy that was a USA level wrestler, like Olympic level wrestler, they're gonna get smoked. It's not even gonna be competitive. American wrestling is much better, much more, revolutionized, and just a better, style of wrestling that works in the UFC. That, these guys have just, been able to capitalize. Right time, right place.
When are they saying this fight is going to happen?
Yeah, so, the only reason that fight didn't happen is, is Leon fucking Scott. That's the only reason it didn't happen. It's sad. But you know what? Guess what, guys? Now he's got to come to American soil and surrender like Cornwallis. Yes, I'm talking about Yorktown. It's just a formality. Everybody knows Leon's nothing more than a placeholder. And his new name is Low IQ Edwards because, guys, I want you guys to do some research on him. What is his education level? What did he get through? Did he even get through middle school? Because his IQ is so low. He's stupid as Biden. It would play out the same way that the guy that knocked him out last time he got beat in the UFC octagon played out. I trained that guy, Adriano, for that fight. So, I was telling him the whole time, I was like, dude, check right hook, right to it. Just hit a right hook. He's not ready for that. He's not keeping it, his left hand high. So that's what Adriano went out there and did, and knocked him out. He's a southpaw like myself. So he doesn't fight good against southpaws. And dude, look at how much trouble he was having with that little short midget from Australia, Volkanovski. Like dude, he's a 45 featherweight, bro. And you want to come to 170 now and talk this big game? So he knows what would happen, just like his daddy Khabib knew. That's why Khabib never came to 170, because King Colby was here. He knew he couldn't out-wrestle me, and that's what those guys from Dagestan do. They try and out-wrestle these guys. I'm a way better wrestler. My accolades speak for themselves. It's going to be a big thing. So, Leon's got he has no say in this. He needs to sit there and take what he gets like a good little boy, because he has he doesn't get to pick. He has no say in the matter. So he just needs to show up when the UFC tells him. And like I told him before, don't cross the boss, Leon. Accept what's taking you. The fact that you just turned down a home date in London, how do you turn that down? That's disgusting. You're cheating on all your fans. You're robbing all your people of a pay-per-view main event. It's still going to be a great event. That fight night at the O2 Arena, July 22nd, it's going to be an unbelievable event, headlined by Aspinall. But it could have been even bigger. It could have been the welterweight world title on the line. Him in his backyard, him getting the judges' decisions, getting this and that. Not that it's going to go to decision, because I am finishing him. I guarantee it. I'm in my prime right now. I've never felt better physically and mentally. This is my peak, and I'm ready to capitalize on it. So Leon's got nowhere to run, he has no say in this. So show up like a good little boy, Junior. Leon, you wanted the Judas, but you're getting the Juggernaut. Show up, Junior. You got nowhere to run and hide. You don't make decisions. You take what's given to you, kid. So I'll see you soon, bitch. This moves on. Leon doesn't sell or draw or move the needle anyways. He's the B side of every fight. So business will go on as usual. And yeah, it will be next man up. Whoever the fans want, whoever the UFC wants, and whoever's worthy will get a shot at America's champ, Donald Trump's favorite fighter, and the king of fucking Miami. Come see me.
It was exactly how I envisioned it. Just complete domination from start to finish, almost finishing him multiple times. And him, just seeing him at the end of that fight, just completely, he had to have two people holding him up. He was resting his shoulders, like putting his head down, like he couldn't even hold his head up. Like he had another coach helping him hold his head up too. I mean, he was just so defeated and had nothing left in his tank, completely exhausted, completely done, and just beaten and bruised and battered. So it just was so funny, because he really thought it was badly hurt, and he was trying to target it, and it wasn't doing shit. Felt like I was fighting an amateur. It was just as easy as I expected. I've been saying for a long time, guys, who was the alpha in that room, and now I'm proving it. That's 15 straight rounds against this team. I'm 15-0. As far as rounds go, Jorge Masvidal, Tyrone Woodley, Robbie Lawler, all these guys we used to train with. When I used to tell the media, hey, I beat all these guys. I'm the best in the world. These guys are easy, light work. Just another light, easy work and easy paycheck in the office. So, at least he tried, though, guys. Guys, he tried. You got to be happy, because it was an easy fight. He's a deadbeat dad. He's a piece of shit fighter and just sucks at fighting. But at least he tried,
he definitely tried. Let's see if Dustin will try. If Dustin Poirier doesn't try, he's just a coward. He has to look himself in the mirror all the time and know that he's a complete coward. I'm trying to pick on people that are in the pound-for-pound race. The people made me the undisputed pound-for-pound #1 fighter. So as the people's champion, I want to give the people the best fights, ladder up against the big fights on the pound-for-pound list, and show who the pound-for-pound #1 fighter in the world really is. That's just a bunch of panel rankings. Those guys don't know anything about fighting, or have they ever been in a fight. They're not even the best burger flippers in their town, and they're trying to talk about the best fighters in the world. So it's funny. No, he just knew that he had to come out in that first round, throw as big as shots as he could, and that was it. He was gassed. You could see every single round. He put his head down, and it was just easy work. I tripled or doubled the output and strikes on his face. I doubled him out. I beat him everywhere. Striking, I beat him wrestling, jiu-jitsu, everything. So I did more punishment. It just was the easy night in the office, and he just knew that all he could do is have a strong first round, and then he's going to gas. He can't keep up at that high-level pace. He hasn't worked as hard as me, guys. George Masvidal is a lazy piece of shit. He's a deadbeat father, but besides that, in the training room, that guy has no work ethic. He doesn't want to earn anything. He's a flash in the pan. He wants to just everything to be given to him, just like his Obama phone, just like, his loans that he took out from the government, So the guy's just a piece of shit. He cuts corners. He couldn't say anything. What's he going to say? He's getting his ass whooped every second of the fight. He couldn't literally do anything. Didn't have a scratch on my face. Easy night at the office, but I was telling him, I was just like, yeah, you're my bitch, dude. You can't do anything. You're still my son, kid. It's okay. Daddy's here now. Daddy's going to take care of you. So he knew what was up. He knew Daddy was in the building. He knew that I was big brother in him, and he had no opportunity to beat me. So at least he tried, though, guys. He showed up. He tried. At least he tried. So let's see if another guy from that coward gym, will actually try. I hate to give any respect to the guy because he's just such a piece of shit dirtbag. But, he knew he was going to get his ass whooped, but at least he tried. Just like Woodley, at least he tried. But we'll see if Dustin will try. I don't think he has any honor or dignity. I don't think he cares about his family.
It all on the line every single time, and I'm not afraid to take the hard road and the road that no one else wants to do. I was willing to fight either one of those chumps on a moment's notice. If Dana White would have tapped me on the shoulder Saturday night when I was at the arena, I brought my mouthpiece, I brought my cup. I was ready to fight either one of them. It didn't matter if it was Leon Scott or Marty Fake Newsman. I was ready to go, and they both were scared of me. They were shook when they heard that I was in the building and I was there. So as a fucking joke, he's going to get exposed, and he knows I'm coming to get that belt. He's not the champion right now. He's just a placeholder for me. Yeah, my thoughts, I want the position. What do you mean? I don't need the point. If I'm in the position, I'm going to wear on you. I'm going to advance positions, look to submit you. I'm going to look to get some good little strikes off where you have to work extra hard to get out of that position, and then I'm right back in your face striking. Just would have told him that get ready for your soul to be taken, get ready for everything you ever worked for your whole entire life. Get ready to be crying to your mom about, oh, I achieved my dream. Yeah, you're going to be crying to her that all your dreams got smashed now. Just would have told him just the truth. I'm an honest man. I'm a realistic man. I would have told him everything that's going to happen. I used to talk all this shit. Dude, you're the most unprofessional piece of shit in the history of this company. You don't just belong in my fucking division anymore, you piece of shit. You had every opportunity to fight the easiest guy in the world, Nate Soy Boy Diaz. Excited to fight him and that height. He's got no gas. He's got no cardio. He couldn't keep up with me for 5 fucking rounds. Are you kidding me? You saw what Dilbert did to him for 3 rounds. Could you imagine what the Cardio King, the best welterweight in the entire planet, the best welterweight of all time, Colby's going to do to him? What it does to that fool? A light little fucking punch, dude. The dude's got baby fucking power in his knuckles, so dude's a fucking got no baptization skills. Guy's fucking complete amateur, and so I was just off balance, honestly. I got right back up, I was smiling, I started jabbing him, finishing that round, lighting him up on the feet, having him backed up against the fence, just fucking covering up like a little fucking bitch. I was laughing and smiling the whole time, sticking out my tongue, showing him my mouth guard that said Miami, since I'm the king of Miami and I run, so he needs to leave this city because it's not big enough for the both of us, because I would hate to spark him and have to drop him out, in the concrete on his head, because then he's going to be in a coma and he'll never be the same person. He won't have the UFC to pay his medical bills when he goes to the doctor. But when I saw that moment, I said, lick my nuts, bitch. You ain't doing shit. Look at you. You're hanging over 2 fucking security guards, like barely able to even fucking hold yourself up. Literally can't even walk. Do you see the guy trying to walk? Dude was stumbling over his own feet. Couldn't even walk. He was so exhausted. What are you going to do? I would take your life. No one would be able to pull me off you like the ref did it then. Like,
your life was over. Your life was in my hands. Like, I was laughing because deep down inside, he knows that, but he's just trying to maintain this image. Oh, I'm this fucking street fighter. I'm this badass fighter. Yeah, whatever. You can think whatever you want, but you're not the best fighter. I'm the biggest and baddest and best fighter. I'm the baddest motherfucker there is in this sport. I'm number one, but there can only be number one. You know, he should be proud. He showed up. He tried. He's a contender. So, you know, it's funny that Dustin's saying, oh, you got to go fight some welterweight contenders. Dude, are you talking shit about your own teammate, George Masvidal? The guy just fought for the belt. He is a contender. What are you trying to say, Dustin? So I feel like Dustin and George aren't actually friends anymore. He's throwing shade at George, and he's saying this and that. Didn't even show up to support his friend George. So I just think that it's hilarious. And you know, all these guys, they know, you know, deep down inside, they can say whatever they want on the surface. They can act tough to the media, but the fans aren't buying it. The fans are calling these fighters out for what it is and keep holding them accountable. These guys are full of shit. This is the most meaningful moment for George Masvidal's career, the journeyman that he is with double-digit losses and never accomplished anything in the sport. They gave him a participation trophy to make himself feel good about himself. Oh, we're going to give you the BMF title. It's a participation trophy. It's a one-off. It's not a real title. If he wouldn't have used my name, I'd never even talk about it. I could care less. But and also his coach is saying, oh, Dustin's going to be a bigger and better welterweight than he was lightweight, and he's having a hard time making lightweight anymore. So, you know, why is he trying to pick on the guy in the corner that has a lisp that's mentally handicapped and crippled? Nate Diaz is crippled mentally and physically. That guy shouldn't even be fighting anymore. So if Dustin wants to pick on the crippled dude that has a list, Nate Diaz, why don't you come fight the man? I'm the number one guy in the division. I thought you were telling the media about, oh, my hopes and dreams and my title aspirations, 25 minutes paid in full. So if you want to come to 170 and you want the title, you got to go through me. I am the title. So I'm the biggest fight he can get. And he's the one that's saying, you know, that, oh, if we fight in the streets, we're both going to jail. Dude, Dustin, I thought you wanted to be a family man. I thought you loved your kid. You loved your wife. If you love them, then you're not going to come fight me in the streets because I'm going to leave you in a coma. You're not going to be the same person when I drop you on your head. Like, otherwise, you're not a man. You're a bitch. You're a coward. Yeah, I think I could definitely go up to 85 and fight Adesanya, but I don't know if he's going to turn around like that but he doesn't have a dance partner right now. Some of the guys they're trying to line him up with, it's unoriginal. Why can Usman fight him? All the fans want that, but the guy that beat Usman, I beat Usman twice. Usman sucks, dude. Everybody knew in Madison Square Garden I won those last 3 rounds. It was an easy win for me. Easy decision victory, unanimous. So, you know, why can't I fight Adesanya? That guy he can't stop my wrestling. I'll pick him up and drop him on his fucking head. You know, he's a cardio kickboxer. They got enough cardio kickboxers in women's classes around the U.S., you know. Like, I could go join one of those as well. But you know, I decided to pick up hard, grueling American wrestling. And so I don't think Adesanya can stop my American wrestling, and I don't think he's that good a fighter. Well-rounded. He can't stop my American wrestling. I'll melt that guy. He'll 100% melt under my pressure and my pace. Come shot, I mean, guy's got no credible wins. I mean, he might not even make his fight. You know, he's already talking about pulling out. We already know the guy was ready to give it up and call it a career off of the common cold that he got. So we know he's not mentally strong as it is. So.
I walk the talk, and I talk the talk, and I walk the walk.
I mean, look at this. Twisted Steel and American sex appeal, baby. I mean, like...
Come shot Chimaev, you know? Oh, come shot, you know?
Woodley and Snake Paul are trash, and Cleveland is a dump. Woodley's just showing up for a paycheck. But there's many more ways to get paid on Sunday night than getting embarrassed by the modern-day gassed-up Macaulay Culkin.
Tyrone Tyquil Woodley, you know, he's best known for putting the fans to sleep. He doesn't put his opponents to sleep anymore. You know, the only thing he's doing to his opponents is hurting their eardrums with his whack-ass rap album.
Take America's Pick of the Week, Cheater Pan, and cash a ticket when he sends Corky Sandhagen to Never Never Land.
GSP's a bum. He's in Canada eating poutine. I'm in America eating poutang.
Easy in this swamp trash, Dustin Sorier.
Everybody knows I ain't got nothing to say to Uncle Fester.
Looks like it's going to be Street Judas, Journeyman George.
You know, low T City Ortega, you know, and we know what low T stands for, low testosterone.
UFC debut, beat Dan Hooker.
I heard about that hooker before. Is she still a hooker?
You know, it makes sense that Edward Scissorhands, you know, Leon Edward.
Gilbert Burns.
Who's that?
Gilbert Burns, I think he tweeted something about pillow hands.
Who's that?
Words, you said it wrong. It's Ben Ass Cream. That's the 37-year-old Napoleon Dynamite looking virgin. That's the one who used science and test tubes these days to get kids, because he's a virgin still. Marty Juiceman and Ali Abdelaziz are... Yeah, I think Marty Juiceman, the CEO of EPO. You know, of course I'm going to come at the booby woman, Joanna. Sit down, kid, and stop identifying as Wonder Boy. You're not a boy, you're a 40-year-old man, and you drive kids around in your little karate chop.
Whoever's next in line, Choir Boy, Tilly from England.
All the sheep are on kebab, but I'm putting the house on Magoober. I'm there to support my boy DC, the natty goat.
And the Stockton soy boy, Nate Diaz. So we're picking Dominic Cruz to send Bilbo Baggins back to the Shire.
Conor McGregor is washed up.
Hey Google, who's the CEO of EPO?
Here's a summary from First Sports. Marty Juiceman is the CEO of EPO.
Askren, he has a fight coming up with Jorge. How do you see that fight going?
Oh, you said his name backwards. You said it wrong. It's Ben Askren.
Is that really it?
Yeah, that's the 37-year-old Napoleon Dynamite-looking virgin. That's the one who used science and test tubes these days to get kids, because he's a virgin still.
But he has kids.
Yeah, exactly. Science.
So let me ask you this. You know, you're coming at me hard. I'm going to come at you hard. You're standing there with that shiny belt on your shoulder. Do you actually consider yourself the welterweight champion of the world? Because I'm pretty sure Tyron Woodley actually lays claim to that.
Nah, he doesn't lay claim to nothing, man. This is my belt. I'm the undisputed champ. Tyron Woodley, he's been hiding, man. We were supposed to fight, Bisping. Whether you want to say it, look at the facts. UFC offered him the fight last December. He's hiding. He's been ducking everybody in the division. He doesn't want to fight. I'm here to make the division great again. And you know what I'm going to do by making the division great again? I'm going to the White House. I'm putting this on Donald Trump's desk.
Do you have the invite to go to the White House? Or is that just another, figment of your imagination like being the champ?
The only figment of my imagination is you must not be seeing right with that one eye.
Well, you have to admit though, Kamaru, like those tuxedos that he's been wearing, those are sweet, right? You have to admit, like that's a nice looking suit.
Which ones? The bed sheets that his mom dressed him up before the press conference?
Stop. Come on, like the one with the flower. I mean, I got to like those are nice. Come on, you got to give props where it's due.
Oh, I can't give no props to that. That's embarrassing. He's embarrassing himself.
We spoke to Raquel Pennington on Saturday. She said that she didn't really enjoy the experience being next to you at the press conference. I don't know if you saw those comments.
Yeah, I mean, but why did she not enjoy the experience? Did she not enjoy it because of my words, or did she not do it because her wife used to sweat me at American Top Team? There's a reason Tisha Torres left American Top Team, Mario. She used to sweat me. She was all googly-eyed over me. Honestly, I'm pretty sure Ricky Pendleton walked in on Tisha and she was sweating me from Instagram, and now she's mad at me. I mean, look at this. Twisted Steel and American Sex Appeal, baby. I mean, like, what do you want me to say? Like, I can't. But Tisha, at the end of the day, I only take 7s and up. So get out of here, man. I'm not dealing with you, Tisha.
Did Donald give you any career advice? Did he give you any sort of parting words that are going to stay with you forever as you enter this next chapter in your life?
Yeah, he told me to keep melting those CNN fake news soy boys.
Stop it. He didn't say that.
Yes, he did. Up the palms, and I'm waiting in the buffet line, Ariel. I'm just trying to get some crab legs. Can the man get some crab legs? Can the man, the champ, get some crab legs in peace? And all of a sudden, low energy Marty comes, that terrorist rat Ali comes, and some other Sasquatch, and then they start pushing and swinging and putting innocent kids' lives in danger, and a pregnant lady. There's a pregnant lady. She's screaming, "I'm pregnant! Stop this!" And Ali's still pushing, trying to make a scene. Usman's still trying to scream at me, "Oh, I'm going to get you." And his little Sasquatch is like throwing punches at my friend and is trying to punch me. And it's a complete joke. I can't believe that, they allow that in Vegas, and just a bunch of filthy animals.
Stop this in the cage.
Colby,
Come see me in the cage. Stop making up
let me ask you a question.
tough.
What is it about Kamaru's game that makes you think you can beat him?
He sucks. Where's he good? He's not good. Hey, he beat my sloppy seconds after I already beat him. He beat guys that were left for dead. Rafael Dos Anjos, Damian Maia. I left them for dead. He came and picked up the scraps after me. He's a joke. He's nobody. He's following in my footsteps. If I make a sandwich tomorrow, he's going to try and make the sandwich the same way.
Kamaru.
You want to stop me in? Hey, fly back to Boca, stop me in! The real champ's here! The real champ! You ain't got no energy.
Sudden I get pushed and ladies start screaming, "Oh, I'm pregnant, stop this, don't do this here." There's a bunch of little kids that are like screaming in the background, and here you got Ali coming over here acting like he's a fighter. I'm like, yo, chill out, dude, you're not even a fighter. I mean, maybe you're 1-15 as a fighter, but you're not a real fighter. And then, you know, Marty, he should be on his little victory tour of winning his #1 contendership fight, but he's all getting hostile. And by the way, you know, it's pretty funny, Ariel, he was claiming to have some broken foot. He looked all fine, mighty yesterday, jumping rails, trying to get in my face. So, you know, some more fake news from him trying to say he was all hurt with his foot and he had a hernia. He looked mighty fine trying to fight me in the buffet line at the Palms yesterday.
Well, we're face
The
to
videos,
face.
you don't want to fight
You're
Nosgun.
standing in between four people right here.
How many times you dug me? You don't want to fight me.
Name when I ducked you.
Hey,
Name
you
what
wanted
time
to
I
fight
ducked
me
you.
when I
Name
had
one
fights to
time.
fight Woodley.
Name one
Every
time I
single
ducked you.
time.
Name one.
Every single time. Go ask my manager,
Name
Dan
one.
Lumber. You think
I don't
Dan
need to
Lambert's
ask your
a liar?
manager. I'm asking
Go
you.
ask
Name
him.
one
Hey,
time.
he's my manager.
Name a time.
Every single time.
Name a time.
Every single time.
Name one.
Guys,
The last 3 months
You
you've been
can't name
doing
one.
it.
Question
Yeah,
for
every
you.
single
Name
time.
one.
Question for you. You've mentioned Madison Square Garden. So that's an ideal time frame for you to fight in November. Kamaru, is that a possibility?
It's a possibility tonight.
Let's do it
You said
tonight.
you
Let's
wanna
do it
do
right
it. It's a
now.
possibility.
Let's go right
Let's
now.
do it.
Maybe
Let's
shouldn't
go
do
right
that.
now. You suck, bro. Let's do it right now.
Look at that. Look at
You
that.
suck.
He talked.
What was going on between you and Kamaru? I have to admit, at the end of that press conference, I wanted to see that fight more than the RDA fight. That was great stuff back and forth between you two.
I mean, he's just a thirsty hoe sweating me. You know, he's there to promote his fight, Ariel, and he's marking out and he's just promoting me. He's giving his time to talk about me. So, you know, he's talking about us being 20 miles apart. We're 20 miles apart in the rankings and 20 miles apart in skill level. I mean, the guy's JV in everything he does. You know, I mean, he's a complete joke. His mom dressed him up in bed sheets for the press conference. I mean, that's a joke. And then backstage, oh, hey, he gets his buddy. Hey, turn on the camera real quick. We're gonna get a little beef with Colby.
Might want to move this little guy. You don't want no smoke standing next to me, so you might want to make him.
In Chicago?
Hear me read? I might want to move this little guy. You don't want no smoke standing next to him. She's staring at the phone. Yeah, that's Brian. Just look down. It's a good boy. We only talk on Twitter. We don't talk in person, we talk on Twitter. So just look down. Yeah, talk to everybody else. I'm right here. You can talk on Twitter, right? You can't talk to me face to face. I'm standing in front of you. Talk. That's what I thought. Twitter thug. Or the sizzle notes, okay? What? Say something. Say something. Say something. No, you're looking at your phone. Say something. I'm in front of you. Talk that shit you want to talk on Twitter. Talk that. What? What you do? What you do? You ain't done nothing. You ain't done nothing. I know. I'm just talking to you. Just talking to you. I gotcha. Follow your lead. Come on.
You guys had enough of this.
What have you done? You haven't done nothing. You haven't done nothing. That's why they got you by yourself. You're not safe. You're not safe out here. You're not safe. You're not safe. You live 20 miles away from me. We got mutual friends. If it's beef, we can do that. You know that. You know it.
Edson, just come through here.
You know it. Be quiet. That's what I thought. We live 20 miles away from each other. We can meet up.
You're right at.
We can meet up.
You're lucky I'm short. You can look right over me.
Got Twitter fingers. You just want to talk on Twitter. He's a Twitter thug. He's tough on Twitter. He ain't tough now. That's what I thought.
Do you ever run into Dean over at ATT?
No, never. I've never seen him here. You know, I come in on my own time. You know, I do my stuff on my own thing. He's too big. He's not even a coach to the fighters, really. He coaches like the amateur women's program here at American Top Team. So, you know, he's more useful for a mop to be our janitor.
Do you feel like people sort of paid attention to your performance as much as they should have?
Yeah, absolutely. They paid attention.
Let's be honest there. I got a call from the President of the United States of America after the fight. What has Marty Fake Newsman ever got a call from? The chief tribe of Nigeria with smoke signals?
Marty Fake Newsman! Well, I don't want to wait till November 2nd in Madison Square to do it. It's Madison Square Garden. We can do it tonight. We can do it right now. Where you at? Where you at? I'm coming for you. Doing it right now. The night's still early. Where you at?
But you're standing here and you're kind of talking now. When did your balls drop? Because
the only thing you're losing faster than your hairline is that Power Ranger belt. When did your balls drop? Stop faking injuries. You're out for 8 months with 8 months with a hernia injury. It takes 6 weeks of recovery. Stop faking injuries. You're the Tyrone Woodley 2.0.
8 months.
That's
March.
right.
Let's count.
Remember when you were in a wheelchair after your fight? In the post fight, and then you were jumping the barriers at the palms trying to get in my face.
And what happened?
Oh yeah, fake.
What happened?
Hey, what happened? What about that wheelchair? I thought you were hurt. I thought you were hurt. You fake injuries, fake excuses. You're soft, dog. You're soft.
I'm soft.
You're nothing.
You know what?
You get a call from the president today. You get a call from the president. That's right. You're a loser. No one gives a about you. Everybody came to see me, so shut your mouth and listen to the chant.
What you care about is getting a call from the president?
Chant.
All right, well, first of all,
If you weren't busy, talking shit, saying I wasn't about that life in the media, I'd be down, but Dan, you're nothing more than Tyrone Woodley's water boy. So for you to talk shit about me in the media it's criminal.
I know, wow.
I'm just curious how you're feeling after the performance tonight.
10 push-ups, John.
Congrats.
So, Dustin, you're a fucking coward. Your wife's a hoe, and she has fake tits on her chest, and you're a piece of shit father.
Well, on a lighter note,
Jorge, obviously...
John, I said you couldn't ask a question today, unless you give me 10 push-ups. You said you had one lung yesterday. It's not my fault you ate your other lung.
Business is normal at this point in your career.
I'm a man of my word, John. 10 push-ups if you want to answer for me.
It's tough, man. I've only got one lung, so it's a challenge for me.
You got to get it down and at least try.
Hey, Marty.
Take it slow.
Hey, Marty. Is your daddy the jailbird coming on Saturday night?
Breathe.
I got to hook up with law enforcement. If you want me to call his parole officer, I'll make sure he can come on Saturday night. You want me to make sure?
Yes.
Damn artist, man, I feel so bad for Miss
Could you please do that?
Think about that. She's got a cheating ass son and she's got a scammer ass husband. That must be shitty in that household. Shut your bitch ass up. I say you could talk. Nobody wants to hear you, man. You're throwing pay-per-views out the window, bro. Just shut up. You're a virgin.
Will you agree?
Yo, one sec.
Will you agree right now?
Yo, one sec. You look like a bottle of Pepto-Bismol. And it makes sense, because you got diarrhea at the mouth, son! Get out of my arena! Get out of here! Get this clown out of the building! This suit costs more than your car, son, so you better sit down and stop wearing the little cheetah leopard print over there. I'm surprised you didn't bring the bed sheets back out. Your mom used to dress you up in bed sheets. What happened to those? You're right, Justin. Chaos is in the building.
You're a bitch.
Hey, man, you don't have any brain cells left, man. You should probably stop talking, man. You sound so illiterate over there.
Shut the fuck up.
Brazil, you're a dog. All you filthy animals suck. I got one thing to say. Tyrone Woodley, I'm coming for you. If you don't answer the front door, I'm going to knock it in, and I'm going to take what's mine. That welterweight belt. Now, on to business, yo. I just took care of Miami street trash. Now it's time to take care of Louisiana swamp trash. Where you at, Dustin Poirier? You said it's on site. Name the site, Dustin. Bring that wife and bring that little kid that's corner's pin, and I'll see you soon. You're next.
Coming in here tonight.
Hey, let's talk about the lesson we learned tonight. It's a strong lesson that Robbie should have learned from his good buddy Matt Hughes. You stay off the tracks when the train's coming through, Junior. Don't matter if it's a Trump train or the Colby train. Get out the way! All the stipulations, I only got one stipulation. Let the whole world watch. We don't have to be in an octagon. We can go to a park and we can do it. Let the whole world watch. And, let them enjoy themselves. Kind of like what Dustin does when Connor's in bed with his wife.
Probably gonna come.
Hey, George, you still friends with Dustin or you backstab him too?
Jorge Masvidal's
hey,
my
you still
best
friends
friend.
with Dustin? You backstab him?
Jorge Masvidal's my best friend.
Still friends with Dustin?
Jorge Masvidal.
Hey, I'm trying to give you some friendly advice.
Nobody got nothing nice to say about you, bro.
Dustin's kid sounds like
Woodley,
he's got an
Dustin,
Irish
everybody.
accent. I just want to make sure Dustin gets a paternity test.
You're trying to see.
Connor's the daddy.
The same thing.
Jorge, your coaches are here. Your American top teammates are here. How much pressure do you feel to deliver a win for them?
He brought that drug addict Mike Brown with him, the guy that did GHB before all his fights. He fought Ronnie Yaha on GHB among all the other steroids he did in his career. You brought that addict with you, George? Did you bring that druggie? George.
So the question was, Jorge, how much pressure do you...
UFC 266 tonight. So you don't have to root for Low T City or that midget Virginovski or even that lush Nick Diaz.
No, you show up, bitch. I lived in Maritza's house. I didn't live in your house, bitch. Maritza paid the motherfucking bills.
My house.
Your children.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Forget about your children, you deadbeat motherfucking dad. You a deadbeat. Maritza paid for our fucking shit. You're a handout little bitch. You took a GVP loan. You took fucking Obama phone. Hey, you still got your Obama phone? You still got your Obama phone?
I had an Obama phone.
Yeah, you fucking did. You lying ass piece of shit. You're a lying ass piece of shit, bitch. Yeah, that's right. Bum ass girl. Hey, Zach, for all you math wizards out there, if this guy won his next 45 fights in a row, he still wouldn't have a better winning percentage than me. You can win 45 fights in a row, still wouldn't have as good a winning percentage as me.
Dicks for a living, bro.
You're fucking irrelevant.
You still
thanking me. I gave you this main event. You fucking
Dana, what's his two pay-per-views combined?
Ungrateful fuck.
265. Let's talk about Derek Lewis. He's fat, unathletic, and hates the people's champ, which is ironic because so are most of the people that are watching this video. Don't be like Derek. Don't be a loser. Don't be a hater. Be like me. Be a winner. You got the Con Man versus the Ultimate Feelings champion, Dustin Poirier. And I know Connor's a household name, but so is Trash. And it's not special to take out the trash. The only thing us Dustin bettors need to be worried about is where his wife Jolie has been sliding. Because I heard that it really hurt Dustin's feelings that his wife Jolie was sliding into Connor's DMs. But let's not let him think about where she's sliding right now, because she slid in my drawers. Don't believe me? See for yourself. Say hello, Jolie.
Use promo code Colby at MyBookie.
You heard the lady. Get those bets. 260 is tonight, and in the main event, we got a heavyweight title fight. And I know Stipe isn't Einstein, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out the blueprint in this one. Because if you can take down Christmas lights, you could probably take down Francis Ngannou. There's only one thing more gassed up than Franny, and that's his height. So go bet that Stipe money. Tonight we're back at UFC 257, and in the main event we got Conor McGregor versus the Beta Male Ultimate Feelings champion Dustin Poirier. Dustin, I'm not like that Judas you hang around that's going to be rooting against you behind your back. I tell you straight up to your face, and this weekend's no different. You were hand selected because you can't wrestle and you're easy to hit. And since there's no bet or prop on you crying this weekend, we're going to take the next best thing, you dying. So take that McGoober money line, take it Ferguson versus Charles Oliveira. And you're telling me I can get plus odds on the red hot Charles Oliveira versus Tony Ferguson, the guy who thinks his wife is a witch and sees ghosts in the wall, and worst of all, just got folded up by Duck Lip Gagey? That's pathetic. There's no respect in that. Tony's washed up. He's just looking for a paycheck. This is a Logan Paul level cash grab. And there's only one. Usually when we're talking about hookers getting beat in Las Vegas, we're talking about my roommate, Johnny Jones. But tonight, we're talking about the president of my fan club, Dustin Poirier. And luckily for him, there's going to be no wrestling involved. So go make sure you bet that money line. He's looking for an apology because I'm a prick. So I just want to take this moment to apologize. I heard everything you said, Joanne, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you have to get your face rearranged this weekend, and we're all going to make a bunch of money at mybookie.ag. But it's okay, because you got that instant modeling career to fall back on. And better yet, if that doesn't work out, teammate, friend, you can always be in one of my videos.
You know, he's doing his little thing. He's trying to copy what I do. You know, he's wearing some hat that says whatever it said, make racists fade again, you know. But the only person that's catching a fade is Tyron Woodley on Saturday night. And he's the only one that's racist. And the only race there is in this fight is the race to get him out of the UFC.
I believe that that's how you will get it done. But in terms of Tyron Woodley, I know you're not overlooking his skill set. So what do you have to be cautious of when you step inside the octagon?
The biggest thing I need to be cautious of when I step in the octagon with Tyron Woodley is if he starts rapping in that octagon. And let me just give you a piece of advice, Megan. If he starts doing that, just run away from the building. I'm sorry. If it happens to me, I'm going to be so close to him in the octagon, I'm not going to be able to get away from my eardrums to pop. So just a piece of advice, if he starts doing that whack-ass rapping, just run away from the building, Megan.
I want to fight. I'm here to make the division great again. And you know what I'm going to do by making the division great again? I'm going to the White House. I'm putting this on Donald Trump's desk.
Do you have the invite to go to the White House? Or is that just another, figment of your imagination like being the champ?
The only figment of my imagination is you must not be seeing right with that one eye.
Hey, buddy, don't worry about it. At least I'm not
talking now. When did your balls drop? Because
the only thing you're losing faster than your hairline is that Power Ranger belt. When do your balls drop? Stop faking injuries. Oh, you're out for 8 months?
Spotify results. You know, people were tweeting out all their Spotify results of what music they listen to and what were their top. Do you guys do that?
I don't actually. I've heard about it, but I haven't actually done it. I'm going to do that soon, though.
Okay.
Sounds like something a nerd or a virgin would do.
In the UFC that you've seen as competitive.
Email Mick. You barely beat that guy. He sucks. You gassed out in 3 rounds.
Who?
Exactly. Email Mick, a guy that nobody cares about. You gassed out in 3 rounds.
Listen,
gassed out.
Bottom line is,
everybody knows you're on.
Everybody thought my last fight was going to be competitive.
$25,000 if you could pee in a cup right now and it passes.
Put your money up.
I will. I'll put it up right now.
Bring it out. Pull it up.
Put it up right now. 25 grand.
Is the money sitting in your private jet?
It is, buddy.
Just can't wait for me to murder this clown. Thank you.
No one cares about you, Marty. Stop talking, man. Pay-per-view buys are going out the window when you talk, man.
I think the people just spoke.
Stop talking. Yeah, because I want people to hate me. That's a business model. No one cares about you. You're boring, man. People would rather watch flies fuck than watch you fight.